Hey everybody, we're live. We're just hanging out. We've already taken 3 shots. $25 and up will make us all take a shot, so people want us drunk. That was the promise here, Drunk Nerd Wars. We're going to hang out. We're doing some movie rants. But first, guys, I just want to get to it. Maybe we'll just clip this portion because I've already talked about it earlier, and I know the audience is just wants to hear more about this, but justice for Johnny Depp. That's the theme tonight, man. I had a pirate theme, and I already lost my patch because it's too hard to do. Here it is. But, man, I'm sorry. Anybody who has to wear a patch, it's hard to have 2 screens up and wear your patch. So, but for Johnny Depp, justice for Johnny Depp, I want to talk about this because I just did a story. I broke it all down. We don't usually talk about it during these live streams, but I wanted to invite some of that crew over, and I wanted to make sure we talk about it with you guys in here as well because, look, this is a serious topic for no joke, but it's also a little bit of celebration tonight because Amber Turd, you guys know who that is. I'm going to call her the Turd moving forward because apparently if I say the name too many times, they ding it, guys. But the Turd, dude, the Turd was caught lying. Finally, like really caught in a way under penalty of law. So this story it makes me happy. I got to be honest, right? Because I don't like this. I don't like her. I've listened to tapes. So here's what's important. Before I even get to the story, because I didn't play this on the other video, I want you guys to see this, okay? Listen, can you guys hear this? Listen to this.
Your way when you said all this, and then there was a divorce settlement, you got $7 million. People were saying this is all about the money, but then you did something that twisted that whole argument. What did you do with that money?
$7 million in total was donated to, I split it between the ACLU and Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
ACLU is a human rights organization.
Sorry, ACLU is a prominent organization, nonprofit organization in the United States. Yeah. It's called the American Civil Liberties Union, and they work on behalf of marginalized communities.
But you heard that, right? So she's getting a whole interview about how great Amber is, right? But did you hear what she did? Let's. I want to just really reiterate on this. Listen to that sigh and everything before when he. What did you? Because a lot of people were calling her a gold digger, and it happened during the trial. Happened all over. A lot of people were saying she's all about the money. It's all about the money. And so the guy really just, so you twisted it. This was something she had all over the media, guys. This was everywhere. She used this everywhere she could to save face and look like a hero, right?
Whole argument.
And again, listen to this.
$7 million in total was donated to, I split it between the ACLU and Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
Okay, did you guys hear that? Because this is 2008 when this happened, or I guess when, for me, that's not like, I'm donating or I'm working on it. Yeah. She made it clear she donated that money. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all on the same page. And meanwhile, thank you, that one panda. Another shot. Bam. I promised the drunken night. You guys step up on a drunken night. Man, I'm gonna have to do this more often than this quarterly.
Yeah. Do we have anybody in the audience that's like
drinks on me? I will provide the
thing.
drinks next time, Damien. I didn't think we'd do. All right, here, cheers, everybody. Woo!
Wait, what's the rule for the pour? Is it like one Mississippi is one shot?
Oh God, I trust you. I'm doing a full shot. I mean, I'm this size, so. All right. Thank you, that one panda. Oh, damn, this show is going to get weird and likely members only for the second half. So stay tuned. But before we're too smashed, I want to keep this serious topic and start there. So you guys heard the clip, all right? I don't need to keep playing that clip. So it's important to set the tone, right? Because also in a timeline perspective, I don't have that one up. I should have capped it up. But Amber received all her money by like March or something, February of 2018. And she wasn't sued until, I don't know what it was, March or May or June of 2019. So for let's just give her a year. For a year, this woman had $7 million, okay? She had $7 million in her pocket, and she went after Johnny Depp because Johnny tried to pay it on his own. Like, all right, well, the divorce settlement, we agreed. I'm giving you $7 million. It's going in between these 2 charities. He started giving the money to those charities. He gave $100,000 to the Children's Hospital of L.A. We're talking the Children's Hospital of L.A., sick kids. He gave the money. She flipped out. She demanded, well, if Johnny's going to do that, I want $14 million because he's going to take a tax write-off. I mean, guys, think about this. Amber demanded that he pay $14 million if he was going to give the money because of the write-off. So immediately I'm like, well, then Amber must have gotten a write-off, right? Amber's making a write-off of this money, maybe, right? If you're donating $7 million, she's going to clearly declare that. On top of that, she demanded he do it in one shot. So there wasn't it wasn't stretched out over time. So here we have Amber Heard. She has $7 million from Johnny Depp that has been given to her over the months, over the year, whatever it was, in chunks. By 2018, she had all that money. Here she is on interview saying, "Yep, I gave all the $7 million away to charity." And what do you think actually happened, fellas? She didn't give it up. She didn't give it up. And she lied on the stand. The judge in the case, I want to go there first. The judge in this case, which is right here at the end, which is so important to say because that's why all of this matters. Where was it? Hold on. Oh man, this is the crazy long version of the case.
Just looking at her,
I don't want to see her.
So, I was gonna say one of those pictures of like, wow, that's her on a bad day.
So the judge, so here it is. Judge Andrew Nicole, who doesn't count the nickels, cited the gesture was one of the deciding cases in deciding this in the son's favor. He wrote in his verdict, her donation of the $7 million to charity is hardly the act one would expect of a gold digger. So all of this is important because she said she did it. And the reality is, here's the picture. Here's the from 2019, June of 2019. She's had the money for a year. Johnny sued her a month or so before this, but she had the money for a while. She had more than the money for a little while, enough of money to pay. Dear Miss Heard, I'm following up on the correspondence that Children's Hospital of Los Angeles received on August 26, 2016, 3 years earlier, when the money was supposed to start happening. Johnny Depp's lawyers, that a $3.5 million pledged gift had been made in your honor. In the correspondence, see enclosure, it states the first of multiple scheduled installments to honor the full amount of Miss Heard's $3.5 million pledge. Since the first installment, CHL has not received further installments. Now, the first installment was Johnny's $100,000 money, right? That she demanded he stop paying because she needed to pay it so he wasn't getting tax write-offs and all this other stuff and pay it all immediately. Here, Amber Heard had all the money and for a year hasn't paid it. Sick children that she's out on those interviews saying, well, I paid all $7 million to do the right thing there, because it was not about the money. I'm not a gold digger. Can you believe the gall of this woman? This is insane to me. I mean, this puts everything into question. I mean, we already had plenty to put into question. We have the audio tapes. We have so much stuff about her. That's why I've been so adamant about this case. But finally, we have something so clear cut, right? That it's like, how dare this woman? This is disgusting. And there's more I can go through here. I mean, here's the check Johnny paid. It's all here now. And Amber and her lawyers have been fighting tooth and nail to keep this shut so they don't look like liars. But she's on the stand telling the judge, and it's part of the verdict. Well, she gave $7 million to charity. She's not a gold digger. And then last thing that I want to come to you guys. Her attorney, Elaine, who's lying as well, would not specify how much her client had given to either charity to date, saying only that she intended to fulfill the $7 million pledge eventually. She blamed Depp.
It's wordplay.
It's a lawyer play. It's lawyer language because she's not denying. She's not saying she paid it. She blamed Depp for the delay, saying Heard has been forced to spend millions defending herself against false accusations made against her in the ongoing defamation case. Oh my God! It makes one wonder why maybe Johnny was so angry, saying terrible things via text, and everyone keeps hating him on it. Like, can you imagine a woman doing this to you? I mean, I can, guys. I've been there. Can you imagine the gall? Johnny Depp, who dressed up as this to sick kids in hospitals, always in his spare time, always doing Make-A-Wish, doing whatever he could to help kids and go to cancer kids, whatever it was.
He would go in character.
Yeah, he did. He's done so much for charity. And for her to have the gall to do this now and keep the money away because, well, even though I had the $7 million before I was sued, let's not forget, she had $7 million that she could have given a portion of, some of it to at least the sick kids. All right, maybe you don't want to give it to ACLU. That's effed up too, but come on, at least pay the sick kids that you've been promising all over the media. No, she didn't even give half of the $7 million that she had in her bank account. And then she has the gall, and a year later, Johnny sued me, and now I need the money. That's not what the money's for. She signed a divorce settlement that says the money goes to charity, not to defend herself against a fraudulent case that she's thrown against Johnny. I mean, I'm losing my mind. I need another shot. Guys, somebody take it.
Yo, well, we got 25 Canadian, so.
All right, that's good enough.
Hey, is that still $25?
No, yeah, $25 for the shot. We all got to take a shot.
We all got to do it. I just poured. All right. Woo! Ah,
The whole pump right here.
woo! What is that? 5 shots already?
Yo, let me tell you, it's stuff like that makes people very, very, very worried about. Like, I can understand why, like, rich celebrity males and females, how they have a hard time marrying and getting dated, and because of stuff like that. For how long has she been publicly saying that she gave that money?
So
Dude,
long.
that was like her whole stand. Her whole thing was based on that.
It's the adage of money changes you.
Oh my gosh, no,
Listen,
dude, you gotta watch out for that.
If anything, the media has taught me, you don't lie about your money in the sense like what happened. What happened to Wesley Snipes? You know,
Yeah.
And that was the '90s before the internet. You know,
exactly.
really.
And then like hell, even before then, even the Joker in the comics, he's like, oh no. It's like I'm crazy enough to mess with Batman. I don't mess with the IRS. You don't mess with the money, and you don't lie about your stuff because that gets on you. That gets caught. That gets traced. And it was just a matter of time that this would happen for her. And she just piled it on herself. And that's horrible. And it's also one thing to lie about your money and like lie about other things, but you're messing with kids.
Mm-hmm.
You're messing with sick kids. That is
Facts.
a level of low that I have no imagination of how to get to. Like, I don't even know how you get to that
brother.
level of lowness.
To use sick kids as like your PR play. I mean,
I've seen Mr. Burns do that.
right?
Neil's like 6 kids.
That's
Takes a picture.
Oh, you're
It works
so.
because he's
She's
a fictional
Mr.
character. This is
Burns.
real life, though.
But
Like, takes a picture, takes a selfie, save a life, and then like
Is-
leave.
is anyone then else bothered by like those Shriner Hospital commercials? A little bit.
Which one?
Like,
Is she in
the
some?
where the kids are the main actors? Do those kids get paid, Andy?
Oh, I mean that's a whole separate thing. I didn't see anything on my Cash App. Sorry if somebody was sent something that didn't come through.
Oh.
I'm losing track.
But yeah,
Did
I
we
mean,
take
look,
Joseph-
some of those
did we take
kids,
Joseph's shot?
some of those
Did we
kids.
take-
I took
I
a shot.
took a shot.
Okay, just make sure.
I'm going to go through. Sorry, I missed a couple. I'm make sure I read Eric and Mr. G's things. I'll get to you guys in 1 second.
And another one too.
But I was going to say, yeah, I mean, in those ads, I think look, the kids are probably excited to be there and they're trying to do it for a good
Okay.
cause. I have a difficult thing with Shriner. I know a lot. I mean, it's any charity, if we're being honest. Any big charity,
Yeah,
like
because it depends on the company.
they work with a lot of companies that exploit the charity to make money.
Yes.
A lot of what I don't like about a lot of charities, and I'm not going to name the company. I don't want to get in trouble, but I worked for a sales company, and they would put it in the pitch. So when I was doing calls and stuff to sell people, it was like, oh well, if you give now, you're going to help us meet our goal to get the Shriner kids. And I was just like, I felt so dirty doing it. And they're like, because they're giving all this money. I'm like, but shouldn't you be giving this money away whether they give you or not? To like incorporate it into the pitch felt so sleazy, and there's so many companies that use charities in a way to make more money for themselves, and then but we'll give some more because we made more money. It's a scam. There's so many of them, but Shriners is a lot of these companies. They just want the money. They don't care what it takes. It's more money than if they work with the business than they don't. But yeah, look, man, there's a lot of, if you really dig deep, there's always some sketchy stuff with a lot of these
that's what I
non-for-profits, which is it sucks. You got to look for ones that are really putting the money to the cause and not
To the right places,
to the
not take
to the
that
salaries
cut.
and stuff, right? So I mean, I don't know, Shriner. I haven't looked enough, so I don't want to call them out. But all right, but Eric, thank you again. We took your shot, but cheers to those not on screen: Jody, Steph, Lewis, Lunga, Geekdom, many more. Love and hope a great new year. Have fun, guys. Yeah, good crew there that we got. So lucky to have an awesome crew with us. And then Mr. G asked us to do a pitch off. Can you remark that? I'm gonna finish this topic and then we'll go there.
Yeah.
But Mr. G, yes, I will hit that. We will do a pitch off for you. That's a great idea. He wants to do a pitch off using 3 big events from the last year.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
In a pitch off for a DC or Marvel film. Yes.
Especially with what's. Wait,
So,
can
Chris-
we include what's happened?
Yes,
the
it's
past
all
couple
fair
of
deal.
days?
It's all. We're gonna pitch a
Okay,
movie.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely. Just give us let's get a little drunker before we do it, Mr. G. But
Okay.
you got it. That'll happen. And then we got one from Drav Walker. Love your streams, Andy. The picture you were showing of Amber Turd, the blonde girl behind her, looks like Roxy Strong. It does. It does. This what you're talking right here, or this one? I mean, yeah, this one. Which one?
No, it may have been like
The first one?
That one, I think down.
Yeah, the one I was just
dress, that
circling,
one.
right? One of the this girl, this girl, yeah.
No, the one. Oh,
Hey, I mean, there's a lot of people who could look.
girl
like her.
behind her.
I don't wanna go
Yeah,
here.
that's her.
Yeah,
That's
that would
the only
be
one where there's a girl behind her. Yeah, yeah.
There you
It does kind
go.
of look like Roxy, actually. Yeah.
Oh, good for Roxy. Cheers, Roxy. Ugh, gross. You damn phony.
Doing your 1920s
All right. I was gonna, but anyway, as I go off on my rant, which I already did a whole video. I don't want to keep, but I'm just curious. I mean, how do you sleep at night with that? You know what I mean? Like you get so there's a time, a place
Money
where you get
makes
people.
people.
Is that what it is? What do you guys think?
It is.
So you
Certain
didn't even do
people
a
are
photo op
affected
for the
by money.
kids. The kids got
Certain people are
nothing.
affected.
Hey, can I ask this? This is a silly question. I mean, and I don't have the money to donate it, so I don't. I can't say that. But if I had
You're on the
$7
show,
million
Damon. You can ask whatever you want.
No, the point is, if I had $7 million, right, and let's say I wasn't feeling 100% generous, couldn't you have said, "Hey, I'm going to donate $1 million of my proceeds just to show you that I'm not a gold digger. I'm going to donate $1 million, still sticking with 6. I'm going to donate $1 million to." She could have done that at least. If she, you know what I mean? Like if you wanted to be like a little sleazy about it and be like, "Hey, I want to keep my money. I'm not a gold," you know what I mean? She
Yeah,
could've
well,
done that.
look,
don't sit there and make a.
I
"I'm
hear
gonna do
that.
it
Like,
all."
I would love to do charity streams more often. I can't afford to do it. Like the money's here. But and the way you get around, is like, oh, a portion will go to charity, right? It's how you sort of, a lot of normal people will do that. Because the reality is, I get it. Looks, and even these non-for-profits, some people need to make money because they spend their whole time looking for cash for others. I still want them to be okay and comfortable while they're doing the work, so they're inspired to keep doing it. I get it. So you're totally right. If she had just had transparency and honesty, that would have gone a long way, right? But she didn't. She made it all about, I don't need the money. I'm not a gold digger. But she was. She was. And, the reality is she also signed an agreement where she said she wouldn't talk about him. And then she goes out and makes that article. And it's like that article then triggered everything else. It's like she couldn't shut up. So it's like, I don't feel bad for her that she has to now pony up for lawyers. She knew that was a possibility. And she's asking for it, and I don't get why you have to go out and keep flaunting it, even not by saying his name. People know who you're talking about. Like, she asked for this. Like, and it's so weird because you'd think, I can't speak for all victims, right? I'm not trying to do that, but you'd think you just would want nothing to do with him and to just walk away and focus on your own thing and not make him part of your narrative is what you'd think if what she's saying is accurate, right? But no, she's always stood up against, like, I'm the better. It's always read phony to me. And I didn't really say that until I heard the tapes and then saw more evidence. And I saw that she's an egomaniac, crazy person. Like, it's scary. And look, Johnny wasn't perfect. He's texted some dumb things, and he clearly, this was a toxic relationship they were in. But I don't know, everything I've dug deep in this, and I support Johnny in this. I don't believe he was out there doing the things she's saying. And I got to be careful how we say it because, YouTube doesn't let me talk about it. But Sab Vasquez, thank you, Andy. Keep up the great work. Thank you for the support. And then Brian Garvey joined as a Popcorn Planet member. Thank you, guys. Hit that join button. It's right next to subscribe. If you haven't even subscribed, at least do that. But do the join or hit the all alerts when you subscribe. Smash the like button while we're here, guys. Lots of stuff you can do even if you can't donate. Totally get it. But yeah, regarding Johnny Depp, I celebrate. I'm doing a sip. I'm not going to do a shot, but one more sip to this man because I think. Look, I hope to God the truth finally prevails, and I feel like the fact that he's just got this emergency order, he's got now this evidence to prove that the judge is making verdicts based off of Amber's lies. This is all only good news for him to get that appeal going so he can finally clear his name. So I say cheers to Mr. Depp. I hope he gets what he needs. I'm going to keep reporting honestly and to his and I'm always going to keep it honest. I gotta, even if that makes the fans turn against me at a certain point. But so far so good. Johnny's in the clear for me and everything I've read. So cheers, Johnny. Here's a 2021. Oh yeah. Woo. I hear that plant-based sip. Oh man, I can't do it. It makes me too paranoid. Hulk, smash that button. Thank you, late bloomer. But there we go. We talked about Amber Heard. Well, I'm sure it'll come back. I want to talk about something else, but before I do, I'm going to trim. I think I might just trim it here, just in case. Just in case we might have trimmed it here. If you're watching live, keep watching because you got to watch the whole show. If you missed it, become a member because that's when you can catch the whole show whenever you want. That's how it works.